All right, people, check it out, because right now we are looking at a market with great opportunities. And with that said, I'm about to go ahead and make a big play. But come on, people, you know, if I'm winning, I'm going to make sure that you guys are right beside me, winning in the play too every single time. And with that said, there is only one star of today's show, and this is a name I'm going to need you guys to get real active in ASAP, because it's going to make all of us a ton of money. But more on that later in today's video, because what I want to go ahead and do beforehand is have an important discussion with you guys on a couple of names, and we are starting right here with none other than GOOG. But before I get into it, listen guys, it was only a few weeks back that myself and the team got into a option play on this one, and let me show you guys what the scenes look like. Check it out, because we had Nicholas in the building with 125% win, we had Lee with 148%, we had Olisa with a $600 in profit, and we got Yad with a 2,500. Listen, I hope that just gives you guys a little bit of a flavor where it looks like when myself and the team pull up to the options market. Now, Google is one of our plays that we love to run options on. This is one we've run options on several times this year, and we've got our eyes on this one for another options play very soon. And this is what we call rinse and repeat, where we're using the same name and we're continuously running options on it right throughout the year. Now, here's the thing. The last time I spoke about this name to you guys, what did I say? I said we are going straight to $211, and that's going to be the next stop. And you guys, so we tapped into that just the other day. Now, here's the thing. I want to remind you guys that this is the drive to $216 in the name. Okay, so this is still got plenty of room to the upside. The party most definitely doesn't stop here at $208. Now, if you guys are brand new to the options market, I can hear you now. You're probably saying, well, going from 208 to 216, that's only $8. That's not a big movement. And while you're right, in the stock market, when you take those $8 to the options market, those are big bucks. Okay, that $8, that translates to a 100% move in the options market, where you're turning 100 to 200, where you're turning 500 to 1,000, and so on. Okay, so when it comes to the options market, all we need is relatively small increments in price to move higher, relatively small increments in price to move lower, and we can go ahead and run it up and make the big bucks in the options market. And that is why we love it so much, and that is why I want you guys to most definitely get involved if you're not already. All right, now with that being said, when it comes to Google, yes, this is the drive to 216, but we are prepared for all scenarios. They could easily go ahead and send this down to the 204s. We'd be prepared and ready for the climb high. If they send it down to 204, well, guess what? They're going to flip the script and send it right back up to 216, no doubt, regardless of what happens in the market. All right, guys. So again, we got our eyes on the prize on this name, because this could be a play that we are getting geared up for very soon. Now, if I helped you guys make some money in this name through the stock market, because remember we picked this up at 160 and rolled it up all the way to where it's at right now at 208. I want you guys to take those winnings, bring it to the team, and let's help you make a heck of a lot more money in the options market on the name, right? That being said, if it ain't Google, that's going to be our very next play. It could be this one right here. That's none other than Uber, standing 96 and some change. Now, here's the thing, guys. We know this is the drive to $100 and beyond in the name. But let's just check out that chart performance with me, because you guys can see they've gone ahead and pushed this right back to that previous all-time high of $97. Then let me fill you in on what's going to take place next. Okay, Uber's about to go ahead and experience some weakness. They're going to put a ceiling on this for the meantime. Okay, so we're not going to be seeing that $100 this week. But that being said, regardless of what they want to do to this in the next couple of days, the next movement is going to be that continual drive to over $100 in the name. Okay, so they're getting prepared to engineer a move to new heights in the name, and what they love to do before they send it to a new high is shoot it a little bit lower, and that is what they're going to get ready to do in the next couple of days in the name. But that doesn't stop us capitalizing on this move that is inevitable in Uber. So again, another name that is high on our priority list for another options play. And Uber was the last play that we went ahead and ran options on. As a matter of fact, it was this time last week that my team and myself were celebrating on our success. Listen, it was 100% plus in the building all round for the team on our last play, and we could be getting prepared to do the same once again, rinse and repeating one of our favorite plays to run options on. Okay, again, Uber most definitely is going to pay out the big bucks just like it did last week when we run the next option play. And if it ain't Uber, well, guess what? Our next play is going to be this one right here. SOXL, currently 28 bucks. Listen, guys, this is one of our channel secrets. Out there, they're not aware of this name. They don't know the potential behind this one. This includes the names like Nvidia, like AMD. And that being said, we know that Nvidia is going ahead and delivering some very important news to the markets tomorrow. So we got eyes on the prize right here. We got the game plan ready for this one. If this one meets our criteria, we're most definitely going to take these ones. All right. So listen, these are going to be a couple of plays that could be our very, very next place. If you guys are ready to make some money in the markets, you guys know where to be. You guys know where to be positioned. And that being said, I've kept you guys long enough. I need to go ahead and talk about the star of the show, and that's none other than BTC. Check it out. It's currently 111,000 bucks. Now, guys, what did I say to you last time we spoke about BTC? I told you guys they're going to send this down to 110 bucks. I told you guys that last week. And check it out. Look where they sent it to the dollar, guys. Right down to 110,000 bucks in the name. Now, people, listen, I know you remember when I put you in Google and we took it to 207. I know you remember when I put you in Uber at 60 and we took it to 96. Well, here's the thing. I'm now putting you back into BTC at this 111,000 because guess what? We're taking it to 140,000. That's right. We got tons of upside in the tank. They're about to engineer a spectacular climb in this name. And I want the whole team, I want the whole community in this name, all right? Because it's going to be fireworks. The scenes are going to be unbelievable when we all see this thing at 140,000 and we've all gone ahead and capitalized on this weakness, this short-term weakness that we are seeing right now. Check it out. Look at the month performance. You guys can see they've taken this from the 120s down to the 111,000. I want to let you guys know that this is around the lowest point we are going to see for the entire remaining of the year. So that means that moving forward, it's all upside from here. All right, it's all upside for the people. All right, so if you aren't already, please do make sure you are participating in any way, shape, or form you can. Listen, we don't discriminate. Whether it's only 50 bucks, whether it's 500 bucks, whether it's 1,000 bucks, just get your piece of the action. And when it's time for this to climb, you'll be most certainly happy that you took that decision to get involved at these types of levels. Remember, this is around the lowest level we're going to see for the remainder of the year. It's all upside from here in the name. Now, again, this is a name we have been heavy participants in since that 50,000, 60,000 region. And we've doubled. But guess what? We're getting ready to add some more to our return. And I want you guys there. If you missed out on this at 60, if you missed out on this at 80, if you missed out on this at 90, now is your time to participate with us as we get ready for them to send this high. I want to let you guys know this is going to be a multi-year winner for us, and I'm always going to ensure that I get you guys in at the most optimum times. Okay, just like I've been doing right throughout the year, I'm going to continue to do that. And right now, where we're standing at 111,000 is where we want to be. All right, do everything in your power, everything you can do to accumulate, everything you can do to participate. Okay, and listen, if you're short for cash, if you don't have any money, listen, make sure you're with us, running up in the options market, use some of that profits, deploy it right here and let it multiply and duplicate on easy mode in this name, no doubt. Okay, listen, I'm super excited for you guys to have this opportunity to get back into the name at this low price point right here of 110,000. Listen, This is a blessing from the higher powers, and it's most certainly a blessing that we are capitalizing on in the best way that we can. That being said, that's the video for today, and I'll see all of you guys on the next one.